Coming up on the dime, the MVP gets his hardware, but would it be hard times for the Cavs in Game 2 against the Celtics? Plus, who struck first out west as the Suns and Spurs renew their rivalry in Phoenix? We've also got word on Vinny Del Negro's future and a whole new meaning to Fear the Deer in Milwaukee. The Daily Dime drops now.
Jamison lost it. Tony Allen got his hand on it. Here comes Allen. Allen all the way. Oh, the chase down by LeBron James.
You've got to recognize that LeBron James is to your left. He's timing you with his steps.
And great to have you with us here on the Daily Dime. I'm John Anik. We'll get you highlights on the Suns and Spurs shortly. Also news on Pat Riley. Might Coach Slick get back on the sidelines in Miami? But first to Ohio, where it was celebration time Sunday at the University of Akron. The city's favorite son, LeBron James, opened up his MVP presentation to the public for free. But perhaps instead of chanting MVP, the crowd should have been belting out, "Don't go." Well, maybe James will stay put anyway. He said, quote, "Since I was a little kid, I always said I was going to find a way to put this city on the map, and I'm going to continue to do that." That process continued Monday night in Game 2 against the Celtics. Well, different night, same trophy. LeBron James getting the MVP before the Cavs hosted the Celtics in Game 2, but early on, the MVP would struggle there. He comes up short on the jumper, and then later, James with the bad pass. That's a turnover, and then late in the first, how about this? LeBron missing on the bunny. He had just 8 points in the first half. Boston led by 4 at the break. Third quarter now, and the Celtics go on a run. Rajon Rondo feeds Ray Allen on the wing for 3. Ray had 22. The Boston lead was 9. Later in the third now, the Celtics up 11. Rondo to Kevin Garnett down low for the hoop and the foul. Rondo tied a franchise playoff record with 19 assists. He'll get another one here, feeding Allen in the corner for 3. Boston outscored Cleveland 31-12 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter now, more of the same. Paul Pierce with the offensive rebound, and a nice pass to Rasheed Wallace down low for the jam. 89-66 Boston, but the Cavaliers would make a run here down 16. Pierce has it stolen away, and the Cavs are on the run. J.J. Hickson with the big finish on the other end. Doc Rivers not happy. He calls the timeout there, so would the C's regroup? Well, later in the fourth, you wouldn't think so. Here's LeBron on the curl. Fouled, and he scores there. The Cavs, after being down by 25, were back within 10, but later, the C's trying to hang on. LeBron with the turnover. Kendrick Perkins running the point. He'll find Allen for the easy deuce. The C's win it 104-86 to even the series at 1 heading to Boston.
We got to decide that we're going to take the fight to them and take these games. Nothing's going to be given to us at all. Ain't a thing that's going to be given to us at all in this series.
LeBron was getting to the hole, but we were containing him, keeping the hand in his face, trying to keep him shooting the ball over the top of us.
Like I said before, if I'm on the court, we try to be productive as possible. And I feel like tonight I was okay. But as a team, all of us were just okay.
Well, it is the most talked about elbow in the world right now, and perhaps it was bugging LeBron on Monday night. James made just one shot outside the key. He missed all 4 of his three-point attempts and a third of his free throws. ESPN NBA analyst Tim Legler.
Well, I honestly don't recall seeing a more subdued LeBron James on the offensive end of the floor at any time in his NBA career. He just didn't have the aggressiveness early in the game, partly maybe because of that elbow, but partly because of the defensive job the Boston Celtics did in making sure they cut off driving angles and really played the paint and made other people try to beat them from the perimeter. LeBron really didn't get going in terms of aggressiveness until the fourth quarter, well after the game was decided. And I think it proves that the Cleveland Cavaliers aren't good enough offensively if LeBron James is going to sit back and be more of a facilitator with the offense. He's got to put relentless and constant pressure on the Boston Celtics, just as he's done every other team in this league during his last 2 MVP seasons. LeBron James knows he has to be better, and I expect him to be much better in Boston.
Well, it's been tough going for Steve Nash and the Suns in the playoffs against the Spurs. You see there, 4 straight postseason series losses against Tony Parker and company, game 1 Monday night, and Nash not wasting any time there. He hits the lefty layup, and then later, how about a little further out, Nash knocks down the 3 from the top of the key, and he was not done there. Later, Nash with a little crossover and gets the hoop to go, plus the foul. Nash had 17 points in the first quarter. Third quarter now, here come the Spurs down by 9. Tony Parker finds Manu Ginobili, and Ginobili pulls up for the transition 3. He had 27. That one pulled the Spurs within 6, and then later we're tied at 64. More from Ginobili, same spot, same result there. The Spurs take a 3-point lead. Alvin Gentry can't believe it. Later in the third, we're tied at 73, and more from Nash hitting the tough runner in the lane. He had 33 on 13 of 19 shooting. Then later in the third, with Phoenix up by 5, Jay Rich doing work on the baseline, 2 of his 27 there. Fourth quarter now, a 3-point game, and the Spurs not done. Ginobili with the pretty finish. We got a 1-point game. Then later, the Suns up 3. Degree of difficulty high for Amare in the paint. He had 23. The Suns lead was 5, and then a minute and a half to go. Some nice ball movement here, and it ends with Richardson on the wing for 3. You see on the replay, the overhead view, Grant Hill draws the D, and Richardson does the rest. The Suns win it 111-102. Game 2, Wednesday night in Phoenix.
It's going to be a game of runs where we get out and then they find a way to get back in, and hopefully we'll be the team making the last run. But they're just a really, really good team, and as I said to our guys, they're not going to give up. They're not going to lay down, and we're going to have to beat them.